So you got the markers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can leave those in the car.
With the markers?
Yeah.
So this was to throw me off?
Maybe. So a lot just happened. I'll fill y'all in later. Hey y'all, so every year on the first weekend in November, I take Deshaun on a surprise date. So here we are. This is year 4, and we're getting ready. Did you get the markers like I asked you to?
Oh, yeah.
The dry erase markers? We need all of them.
All of them?
Yep. Yeah, you can put them in a plastic bag. All right, so here we go. We're off to surprise date number 4. Where you think we going?
Since we got markers, I'm thinking we going to like some couples thing to, I guess, draw our life or something like that on how we met and how we became one. I don't know.
Draw our life. Okay.
I mean, I know that's not a thing anymore. That was like a thing 5+ years ago, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. All right, guys. We're about 7 minutes away. How are you feeling, Deshaun?
You know, I'm feeling pretty good and just a little nervous about the time, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, if this traffic wasn't happening, we would have been there already, so yeah.
Any more guesses as to what we might be doing?
You know what? Usually I come up with, with a lot of guesses, but yeah, you really got something up your sleeve. Hey, you wearing a sweater too? Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm a little nervous too because this is different. I'll just say that. So I'm nervous as to how it's gonna play out. But I mean, I know we'll make the most of it. But yeah.
Okay. So what you saying is that I'm gonna like this one better than last year's date and the years before. So that's what you saying.
I don't know. I mean, that's what I was aiming for, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna hold you to it, okay? Yeah.
You play too much. So you got the markers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can leave those in the car.
With the markers?
Yeah.
So this was to throw me off?
Maybe. We waiting on valet.
They don't know the reason why we're here, so yeah, they taking their precious time.
Yeah, that's all I'm about to say. Like, come on. So a lot just happened. I'll fill y'all in later. Let me just say, the valet guy messed up my whole little surprise date. So I'll say it like this. We left the house. We were supposed to get there exactly on time, which, like, we'll take some accountability for because we should have been early. But we're sitting there in the valet line. These guys, they're taking forever to come and, check us to get the car.
Yeah.
And I'm worried. I'm hoping that we're still able to get in because, we already purchased the tickets. We already dressed. We already here. So the guys, they were up there playing around. They finally get to us, and he starts asking Deshaun what we're here for. And before he could even answer to anything, the guy, he just kept going down the list. He was like, are you staying here? Some other event that was at the hotel, and then the event that we were actually there for. And before Deshaun could even answer, he done gave away the surprise. Because what I was trying to do, I was trying to hurry up and get out of the car and tell him, hey, this is a surprise, and just try to see where we can go from there. But yeah, it was none of that going on because he was just going from one thing to another. So he wanted the surprise. So yeah, Deshaun knew where we were going. When you heard him say what the surprise was, what were you thinking?
I was thinking us dining in an area in the pitch black dark. That was my first thoughts. But I was a little irritated because you telling us, but the dude didn't know that it was a surprise. I should have been more faster with my response before he could say exactly what it was.
I honestly feel like you couldn't have, because he went through it so fast. Like,
yeah, he didn't give me a chance. So, I mean, it is what it is, but.
So when we finally get in the hotel, we can't figure out where to go. I didn't see any signage or anything. So we run into this older black gentleman, and he was like, "What are y'all here for?" And I was saying I planned a surprise date for him. And he was staring at him like, it was almost like because he was like, "Who planned it?" I was like, "Me." He was like, "You planned it?" So he was looking at him almost like a shame on you.
And I have to say, yeah, the guy was a very old school kind of guy. So he looking at me like, she planning the date for you. You supposed to take her out. I'm like, man, first of all, don't downplay me like that. Throw me under the bus. Because I take my lady on dates, you feel me? Yeah, it was a little joke, but yeah.
So he was a nice guy and everything. But in the back of my head, I'm like, dang, like, Tom, we still trying to get there before we not allowed to go in. So we stand there talking to him for a good little deal. He kept asking us about the different stuff, and I was saying like, yeah, he just planned a surprise date for me on Monday for our anniversary. But yeah, he was a nice man.
Yeah.
So we finally get to the place, and so yeah, when you saw how, like, the setup in the place, and when you realized like what was going to be happening with the blindfolds and all of that, what was your thoughts on that?
Honestly, my thought was like one of those dating things, because they had the numbers up at the table. I guess that's for like the waiters to know like what we chose as far as dinner options.
Yeah, what the candle was for.
Yeah, okay, so that's what the candles was for. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was one of those little dinner things, and two, I was like, okay, so it's not a dinner at dark, until I realized the blindfolds on the table. I was like, so we supposed to cover eyes? And like the whole time I'm telling Crys-chelle like, this is interesting. It's something like I have to get used to, because like, how can I dine at a table with my eyes closed or with a blindfold over my eyes? I was like, this is crazy, but it's interesting. So yeah.
Yeah, so just a little backstory. So for dinner, we didn't know what we were eating. It gave us 3 options. You can either choose the blue option, the blue menu option, which was seafood, the red option, which was meat, and the green option, which was vegetarian. And I went with the vegetarian for us. So they brought the dishes out. We were blindfolded, and I guess you kind of like taste to see if you could figure out what the dish was. So everything was pretty much a surprise. Overall, what did you think about the experience, the date? Did you like it? Were there some things that could have been better? Just overall, what did you think for surprise date number 4?
Okay, so overall, it took me some time to warm up to it, because I don't know, it just made me realize I guess I'm that nosy, because I have to see what I'm eating or doing at the dinner table. But it was very interesting. I don't know, maybe some people can eat at a dinner table like that. Maybe most people can't. But it was interesting. I liked it. I say the only thing was, I guess because of the food option that she picked out prior to the event, it was only like us and another couple that had the vegan option, but it seemed like it took them long to bring out our food. If everybody else picked most of like the red option or the blue option, they should have taken care of us already. I mean, other than that, like I had fun. This is a good one. It's interesting, something different. I never knew that they had anything like this. So, if y'all want to try that out, like it'll be a fun experience for y'all. So yeah.
And they do have this dining in the dark in other cities. I think the one in Vegas, they actually have it where the room is pitch black. So I do want to try that one out eventually and just see. But so how does this date rank with the other surprise dates? Just don't say what they are, I guess, in case people want to go back and watch it. But rank date number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Well, surprise date number 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay. Date 1 for the first year is ranked number 4.
Okay.
Date 2 is number 3. This date number 2, and last year after the wedding, I love that one.
That's my same rank.
That's your same rank too.
Yeah,
we definitely got something in common. Like this, I guess that's the thing about being one, like 2 becoming 1. But got a blushing. But
this is gonna be cut out.
I say.
Yeah, this is gonna be cut out because you playing.
You ain't give me. This was a fun and interesting experience. It's like, I guess I'm just nosy. I have to see what's going on, even though I'm supposed to have a blindfold on. I put it up somewhere, but yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because this isn't even what I originally had planned. So I mean, that may be saved for next year. I don't know, because I remember when we were talking about it last year in that video, I was like, I already have something in mind, but I didn't even do that because I came across this and I was like, let's try this. So I don't know, I might try that one next year. Something else might pop up. Yeah. Oh, and something else that was on my mind last year, I said, when we do this date, when I do your surprise date next year, I'm gonna have it to where I'm gonna tell you to bring something, just something random. I don't know. So that's why I told you to bring the markers. But
and I have to say that was a good diversion, because I'm thinking that we was gonna use those and it had nothing to do with what we did today. Yeah. So I say that was clever. Because it had me think like, are we drawing our life or something? Like how we met and how the first date went, and our first argument or something. Like, I don't know.
Not about the buttons. But yeah, so that was surprise date number 4. So I already have some things in mind for next year. But yeah, I don't know. That last year's date is kind of hard to top. When you really sit there, when I was really thinking about it, but
because the fact that it was hands on, like well, if y'all seen the last year's surprise date, then you're familiar with what happened. But the fact that like it was hands on, they walk you through it. It was good hospitality, nice refreshments for you to eat, drink, and the vibe was there and fun. Like, yeah. So I don't know. It's pretty hard to beat, but yeah. I think I got something that can. Okay. Well, hold you to it. Shoot, let's see. We see what you got up your sleeves. Yeah. So yeah, another thing too, the food options wasn't revealed to us. Well, they wasn't revealed to her as far as what she picked out for us. But also others weren't able to know exactly what dish that they was having that night. So with them being blindfolded and the food brought out to them, they basically had to try it out. Chef Brandon Williams is giving us an insight on those dinner options. So yeah, we'll just play this clip right here.
So the first dish you guys had was an arugula salad with the Banyos vinaigrette and pineapples. Yeah. The second dish you had, the entree dishes, both you have vegetarian. The Mafaldini pasta. Mafaldini pasta is like lasagna sheets, but it's all vegan. It's made vegan pasta. The sauce is tomato confit. So basically we cook tomatoes in oil.
Right.
Cook it in oil and we blend it up and we season it with salt, pepper, and some herbs. And then that's the tomato confit. And then we add a chimichurri in there, which has caper. Well, this is our version of a chimichurri. It's like a Mediterranean style. It has capers, parsley, so a little bit of red pepper in there. It was a little bit spicy every now and then. And for the dessert, you guys had a house-made strawberry sorbet. Yeah, I made it yesterday. I made all of it. That's why I was so soft. We were trying to make sure it was frozen. Stay frozen long enough to get you guys together.
I guess that takes care of the surprise date for this year. Be back next year with the next one. Until then,
BB10.
Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and we'll see y'all next time.